It's Sunday, April 19th, and I kiss you?
No.
Just a
Not
just,
how the lyrics
just
go.
a bit. Just a mwah.
Okay. Maybe just wow. It's this for 4 minutes.
Just unbearable to listen to.
It's a couples cast now.
It's cringe content.
It's cringe content 2020, hardest one.
Hardest one yet, couples cast.
Try to look away from this train wreck. Try not to cringe. Hardest one challenge. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. We are jacked in. We are ready to go.
We got the candle.
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
It smells like banana nut bread in this
smells
room.
like banana, Laffy Taffy, and nut bread in this room. And we're ready, even though it's been a very busy day, very sleepy day. I'm not sure I'll get the episode up in time.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will see.
Yeah.
But we're going to try our hardest. Let me just, before we get into anything, flatsound.org
Okay. Right.
/shop.
Oh, ready.
Yeah.
It's straight in there with the promo.
Check out the vinyl.
I love the idea of your promo just being you reading out the HTML to a product page.
Yeah. /shop/Scotland -vinyl.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
That is what I chose as the slug. Yes.
Very good. Easy to remember. Rolls off the tongue. Type that. So it's http
//
/flatsound.org /shop
right.
/Scotland -vinyl.
.html.
Yeah.
/php.
Yeah. It's a forum now. Visit the forum.
For real though, you do have a vinyl.
I released a 10-year anniversary vinyl today. That's what I'm getting at.
Yes.
And we're very sleepy and very tired because of it, because we've been working a lot to get that out on Sunday, April 19th, which is a significant date for like the record.
It is the title of one of the tracks.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Sunday, April 19th, and listen to my podcast. It's the title.
We reissued it with a new title,
Right.
especially
I
to promote the
re-recorded
podcast.
it, and it's just an episode of this show. And I really hope people like it. I'm glad you liked the songwriting shit I did when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I'm no longer a spring chicken.
No, he's approaching 30 at
Yeah.
terminal velocity.
I am barreling toward
just
it.
more and more into
This
podcasting
July,
with every day.
it feels like
Oh God, it is this July.
it is this
Fucking
July.
Hell.
I feel like I'm running headfirst toward 30 at such breakneck speeds that it's actually pushing my hairline back.
The wind in your hair is like
Is
such
actually
that the hair's
just
starting to blow
is
out at the
thinning me.
front.
Yeah.
I love that image.
That's what it feels like to approach 30, if anyone was wondering. My back hurts, and that's all I think about.
That's that on that.
And I suppose that's that on that when it comes to promotion. Check out the vinyl if you're interested in a special 10-year anniversary issue of Scotland I Wish You Would Stay. This is the first time it's ever on vinyl.
Yes.
So check that out.
It's a beautiful variant that we chose. It's beautifully photographed by me in the shop.
You nailed it, honestly. You did really good.
Cheers.
All the other flat sound shots are just like things I did with a smartphone, and I've done pretty okay.
You
But
have.
you've took those shots, and you're like, I can match it. And you just schooled it.
Thank you.
It's nuts. You're just really good. You should be a photographer. You should.
Has anyone ever told you that?
You're actually pretty good. Maybe if you got like, you could be like an assistant for like a male photographer, probably. Yeah.
Shut up.
For like someone established,
An assistant for a male photographer.
Right.
The worst kind, by the way.
Exactly.
By the way, the most reviled type of photographer.
I would agree with that.
The male type.
The most vicious and awful type of man is male photographer.
It's true.
It's just a
They should
fact
all
that
go to jail
at
for
this
crimes.
point. What else can you say other than that's that on that? This is an email reading podcast where we sort through your briny little pickles every single week, pick a few of them, and respond. Huh?
Lost track of the metaphor.
Give advice.
Yes.
Oh yeah. What is the metaphor? And crunch into those kosher dills.
Yes.
And really try and get to the bottom of this barrel. And I'm out.
That's good. You ran with it for a while.
I'm out after that, though.
that said, we do have some emails to read.
3 of them.
Yes. And you want to do the first one?
I believe you're making me do the first one by how you're looking at me. So I'm going to grab my phone, make sure I didn't delete all of Google Enterprise, and we're here.
Good stuff.
So this one's pretty cool because this is not necessarily a part 2 question, but we did answer a question from this very person, but we did it in a exclusive way.
Yes.
You and I actually hopped into the voice chat of the Discord. This is a plug. The voice chat of the Discord and answered this live for people.
Yes.
As people were in the voice chat and listening and laughing along with us.
Yeah, a member of the Discord emailed us live.
As we were in the voice chat.
Yeah, and we're like, will you answer this? And we were like, fuck it, yes.
Fuck it, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
We tried to do a version where it like played the music and had the reverb and stuff like that, but it sounded
horribly
There's
wrong.
something with like the bit rate or something that made it
really
sound.
didn't work.
Everyone was like, "Oh my god, she has no idea that it's just cutting out the whole time."
Yeah.
So we did it again. We read through it and we gave some live advice.
Yes.
And here they are writing back with another great question. Oh yeah, this is a plug. If you would like to be a part of that Discord, it is you gain it as access to any tier on my Patreon. That's patreon.com/flatsound. $1 tier. It's not even monthly. It's just per project.
Just whenever.
Per newsletter.
Yeah.
$1 tier up to the $8 tier, but you have to pick a tier, and then you have immediate access to the Discord. Come join us. It's fun. We're in the voice chat answering questions. It's funny. We laughed.
Oh.
I'll admit it. I had a good time.
I'll admit it. I laughed with the boys.
Sure. I shared a laugh with gamers. Doesn't make me one of them. We only shared a common bond, and that was humor. My humor. I'm funny.
I shared my humor with them.
And we laughed.
Yes.
I'm a gamer because life's a game.
Oh.
The game of life. And I'm so tired.
Suck at it. I'm suck at it so bad.
This question is called I Pissed Myself in the Middle of Walgreens.
A strong subject heading.
And it is why we picked it. And it says, Hi again, Pisslings. I have another embarrassing story for you. I don't know if advice is necessarily going to be helpful for this one because the damage is already done, but anything is welcome, honestly. I work in the same parking lot as a Walgreens, or I used to anyway, fuck Rona, and I went to pick up a prescription on my break. When I got there, I got the extremely sudden urge to pee. I got about 2 yards from the bathroom when I just couldn't keep it in anymore. Slowly, piss started leaking down my jeans. I then went to the bathroom, sobbed, tied my sweater around my waist, and went to find pants. I thought Walgreens would have at least some sweatpants or leggings or literally anything, but they didn't. I had to walk 5 minutes in the cold to the closest Fred Meyer's. I walked through the Fred Meyer's, covered in piss, all the way to the very back of the store to the close. I had to pay $40 for a pair of pants I will never wear again because it was all they had. Then, when I got back to work, my coworker asked me in front of everyone if I had changed my pants, and I just told her no, and went to the back and cried. The worst part was I never even got my prescription and had to go back the next day. Should I go to the doctor? Why was the urge so sudden? Has something similar ever happened to one of y'all? Thanks, this person's name.
All right, first things first, tell me what a Fred Meyer's is.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually don't know.
Okay. Well, you're useless to me. What's the point of having an American boyfriend?
Let me see. Let me Google it. I'm assuming it's a cult.
Oh.
Fred.
It is a grocery shop.
It's a grocery store?
Yes.
I was expecting more of like a TJ Maxx or something.
We call that TK Maxx.
Say that again?
We call it TK Maxx. They changed the middle initial for some reason.
It's the same shop?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I can't imagine they would be different with names that close.
Buying pants at a grocery store is a really funny concept to me.
It is, because you know they're bad pants.
Yeah, they're not very good.
You know they're bad, but they had to do it. So,
the pants were like a gift at the bottom of a cereal box or something. It was like a thing of Lucky Charms came with like sweatpants at the bottom.
They came with like the pants that the leprechaun
And you have to collect the whole outfit eventually.
green shorts with like a gold belt buckle on.
Some of them, that's not what they went to work in right after, stinking of pee.
Did you change? You
No.
look like the Lucky Charm. No,
I was wearing this when I got here.
And they go and cry again for the second time. I like they cried twice in this story. They cried when they peed and then when they confronted about it.
That's what you got to do sometimes.
There's nothing that quite screams I pissed my pants like someone asking if you changed your pants.
Have you changed your pants?
And you crying. You denying it and crying.
You definitely smelt of pee still. You don't just pee yourself and everything goes away when you change your pants. You have to fully shower. So you definitely smelt like pee. Yeah. And they asked you, hey, did you change your pants? And you were crying.
Yeah.
And you had cried earlier, so your eyes are all red. Mm-hmm. You peed. And they know you peed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is not a secret. And they know.
You pissed.
I hate to break it to you.
So would you like to know why I picked this question?
Yes.
Because I almost had something similar happen to me. In a parking lot at... I don't want to say where I used to live. Yeah. There was a Walgreens in the parking lot.
Oh my God, it was the same place. The place is cursed.
It was like one of those big, there was like grocery stores and actually there's a Fred Meyer's there. There were grocery stores and like, there was a Taco Bell right there. And there was, it was a big grocery store parking lot, you know? And I was hanging out with some friends in high school and we had just gone to the Taco Bell. And, it's a big parking lot. And I suddenly got the urge to pee, like really hard. Mm-hmm. And I was like, gotta pee. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let's go into the, whatever grocery store it was, like a Vons or something. Mm-hmm. I want to remember what grocery store it was. Albertsons? Yeah, it was a major market.
Yeah, it was. Now you're really
more
narrowing
local,
down where you used to live.
Fallbrook, California. Avocado capital of the nation. At the parking lot with the major market and the Taco Bell.
Yes.
There's a Denny's there, too. I suddenly had to pee. Mm-hmm. And I'm walking through, and then I'm just like, wow, I actually really have to. I really, really have to pee. And we're walking through this big parking lot, and we're not even like halfway to the grocery store yet. And I start thinking, oh my God, I really, really have to pee.
I'm not gonna fucking make
I don't think I'm gonna fucking make this shit. And I was with a bunch of like girls and stuff. So this is like, it's getting, I think it was dark. I'm pretty sure it was nighttime, but it's a parking lot. It's all well lit. So I'm walking through it. And you know how parking lots are like, they're kind of broken up by like plants sometimes? Mm-hmm. There's plants, bushes, where they go and roll the carts into and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm in full blown panic mode at this point, and I go, I'm going to piss myself if I don't pee right now. So I like walk.
Or it's like I'm going to pee right now, no matter what.
Right.
All I have control of is whether it's in my pants or not.
Okay, so this gets pretty good.
Okay.
I kind of waddle over to a bush and start to undo my belt a little bit. And the girls are like, haha, what are you doing? And as soon as I undo my belt fully, I notice I'm wearing the belt way too tight and it's kind of pressing on my bladder. And that's why I had to that's why I had to pee so much. And as soon as I loosened it, that urge went away. So now I'm stuck like I'm about to pee. And you know what I do? I play it off as a joke. I put my fucking belt back on looser and I go, haha. I was kidding. I was a gotcha, Like I got them.
Did anyone laugh?
I don't remember.
No.
Because I was in such seething white anxiety, in a state of anxiety that just the seething white panic that was rushing through me when I was like, I think I'm literally about to pee in front of these high school friends of mine. I said that like they were in high school and I wasn't.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 24. They were in high school. My high school friends.
No.
In front of my friends, and I was mortified. And then I just pretended that I was like, haha, gotcha. But I still got to pee though, so let's go over to Major Market. And then I went and I pissed. But it's because my belt was too tight. So maybe your belt was too tight.
Maybe that's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, have you considered that? You don't need to go to the doctor. You just need to go to a good belt smith.
Yeah. What about you, all these listeners? You ever had your, belt too tight?
But
leave us a 5-star review if you have.
I want to ask you what I want to ask you what belt it was. Was it a Batman belt? Was it that?
It was the Batman belt.
Ah! I knew
Yes.
it was the Batman belt.
Uh-huh.
A Scene Kid classic.
And it had such like particularly wide notches in it. So
So it
it's
could only
either,
be too small or too big.
Exactly. It's either too loose or too, too tight. And I picked too tight and I almost paid the price. I like the idea of just me like adjusting the belt. I'm like, well, that's too loose. And I get it really tight and start shitting myself or something. I just push everything out of me at once, just piss and shit.
This is a proper constrictor.
Yeah, like it was a corset or something. I tighten my corset too much, and it's just everything just comes out of me. Wah.
All your bones break. Everything just excavates from you.
Like, geez, what a fragile man you are.
What a fragile little body.
Anyway,
I love this story.
ever piss in public, or ever piss yourself in public?
Not that I haven't already told on this podcast.
Ever almost piss yourself in public in a parking lot?
Many times.
Really, in a parking lot? I guess being an ex-little crust punk, you spent a lot of time, aka lived, in parking lots. Kind of just laid right there on the floor.
We yeah, there was like an abandoned parking lot that we all used to go hang out in sometimes. But when
Wait, hold on, an abandoned parking lot?
yeah,
Wow,
I know it's a funny concept.
only the parking lot got abandoned. The stores were thriving. Why was the parking lot abandoned?
We don't have the same thing in England that you have here, where it's like a parking lot surrounded by stores. We usually have like stores, and then there's a parking lot like on top of the mall, like a multi-story.
In the parking lot, we have multi-story parking lots,
Yeah.
but never like on top of the store I'm visiting,
It's like on top of like a mini mall kind of thing.
That's stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's dumb.
Saves a lot of space.
Well, I guess I would rather just it be the parking lot than the stores on top. I don't want to have to park on top of the store. It's fucking ridiculous.
Anyway, no one was parking in this one because it was shut. Okay?
It was abandoned.
But it was still there and you could walk up to it. And many years later, they turned it into a hip rooftop bar that I would still go to. It just went from us like drinking illegal beers on top of it to drinking legal beers on top of it later on.
That's cool.
Yeah. But when it's in that kind of situation, you just kind of designate a corner that everyone pisses in.
That's the piss corner.
Yeah. And it reeks. It reeks real bad.
It just smells like condensed pee.
Yeah, but at that point you're all such scumbags that like it's a given. So it's fine. Yeah.
At around this same age, this is also a piss-centric story. At around the same age, I have two different scenarios where I picked one spot to pee for a long time. It was like in a bush. This is going to make me sound like a mutant. But the bush died. Isn't that funny?
It happened twice?
Yeah. Happened once at Jordan's house.
Oh my God.
That was bad.
Just one of his mother's shrubs or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. It was like one of the plants kind of along like the side of his house.
Oh my God.
It was like right outside of his room, so I just crawl out of his window and pee.
Which is a normal thing to do.
At 16, of course it is.
Why didn't you just use the bathroom in the house?
Because I wanted to pee outside.
Oh.
Dick in the breeze.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
It's
And I did it at the expense of a bush. So what's really gross is that when I was doing it at my place, I would just go outside because I didn't want to walk upstairs to pee. That's where our parking lot was. I went outside because my room was like right next to where the backyard was.
Yeah.
So I'd go outside, I'd turn the corner, I'd pee in that bush right there. It was like right outside like my bedroom window and stuff. That bush died.
Oh God.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's normal or if I just have like putrid piss or something, but it's happened twice. So take away from that what you will.
Yeah.
But there was, I believe it was at this place or it was at Jordan's house or maybe even both. They were like getting rid of the bush because it was dead, right? They don't know why it died.
Well, this one randomly died. The ones around it seem fine.
As they're taking this out, as they're taking this bush out, it reeks of like dried piss. Like it seriously smells so bad. It's disgusting. Like it really is so.
You were there when they were doing it?
Yes. Well, I was always at Jordan's house.
That's so fucking fine. You just didn't say anything.
Yeah. And I experienced that twice, actually, now that I'm remembering it clearly.
Did you tell Jordan?
Yeah, of course I told Jordan. Didn't tell Jordan's dad. He knew what I was doing. I was peeing.
Yeah.
I would do it in front of him all the time.
Yeah.
But his
But neither
parents...
of you told his parents.
No, why would that? Hey, what'd you guys do today? Mitch pissed. He peed in the bush and it died.
Once it died.
Uh-huh.
Didn't out you as the culprit.
Yeah, like, that thing you just paid a gardener $150 to remove? Yeah, it's because Mitch couldn't walk. You know what's funny? Jordan's room was so close to the bathroom, too. It was the next room over. It was like I could have peed from Jordan's room.
It would have been so easy.
I know. I just wanted to do it. I wanted to do it in the outside, and my putrid, fucking battery acid piss.
Oh my god!
Killed two living things.
I think we should do a science experiment. I think you should try again here.
I'm just gonna piss myself and see if it burns my skin or something. Because
all your body hair falls off.
That's the effect. Yeah, my legs just start dying.
It acts as Veet. You're silky smooth after that.
Yeah, it's like having Nair on my fucking...
Yeah.
I have beautiful legs after. That'd be dope. That would be awesome.
Like for free?
Yeah.
Damn.
I just could start up a business. Anyway, this person that wrote in, that's the closest story that I have.
It's pretty close.
Thank you for sharing.
It's pretty close. Yeah.
And maybe your belt was too tight. How about that?
I love this suggestion. Mm. It's very good. All right. Are we doing our next email?
Yeah, hold on. Let me change.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's pissing himself.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
Let me change my pants real quick.
And it's smoking the fabric of his sweatpants. I can't believe it. They're about to combust.
He's doing a logic thing.
I'm changing the time in logic. Which one of these says time?
I don't know.
Is it this one? Squint at the screen for me.
Yes.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Hey, you nailed it. Now, what's that number say?
That's
22?
That's the button that says delete flat sound discography.
No.
Don't press that one. We keep meaning to uninstall it, but it's there still.
Yeah, I have a glowing red button that just says
cancel.
Yeah. Break all vinyl. Why? Why do I have that?
All right. Ready for the next question?
Yes. Whoa.
Huh?
I forgot that I didn't jack in on the show yet. I jacked in outside the show, but I didn't jack in on the show.
Okay.
So for the people listening,
yeah,
we're all going to jack in at once.
Okay.
We're going to jack into the Cybernet.
Ready?
So the tone of the show is going to get totally different.
Okay.
Now that oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. No, man.
There was a popping sound. I don't think it came up on the microphones, but there was definitely a popping sound.
My leg is facing a different direction now. It's going upward from the knee.
But the important thing is he's jacked in.
I'm jacked in and I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Read question 2.
This one is called, God, please, for the love of Jesus, stop talking about mics for 2 seconds. Oh, God, please, Mitch, please.
Mm-mm.
And then in brackets, oh, hey, Billy. And it goes, Jackson. Hey, bastard fucks, pronounced Millie. All these emails of each other's dilemmas and filthy, slippery, salty little dill bites, but how are you doing, bros? These are weird times. What's going on in the world of Billy and Mitch? Have there been any new and inexplicable flowers in the garden? Do they look nice? Do they speak in riddles? Do they smell sweet? The subject title was a lie. This is a query into relationships. Sorry. Some context in the form of a confession. I am still in high school. My final year of high school, in fact. However, in Australia, hi from Australia, most students don't graduate till they are 18, which is the legal age to vote, drive, and buy a slab. So, I am a child, but also an adult.
You're walking a thin line here.
Being young and from Australia.
Yeah, I don't like the two.
It's 2 strikes against
combined.
you.
Yeah. Being in high school, being from Australia, double.
So it goes. So, I got this ad for smoking hot babes near me, right? 15 kilometers away. I was super stoked, but it got weird when I went to my cousin's about 50 kilometers down the line and it still said they were 15 kilometers away? I didn't realize there were so many. So the situation is, what do we do? Are they taking over? What are they smoking?
Jesus.
Is the future of humanity a society of hot babes? Okay, kind regards, thanks.
We got a jokester writing in. Get to the question.
But actually, I'm in a committed relationship. And she's very cool, and I care about her lots and wouldn't ever want to hurt her. However, I just don't know if I feel how I should.
Ooh.
I know in past relationships I felt different, more comfortable, and like I belong where I am and just sort of had more in common and to talk about. The way things have played out, we sort of fell into this relationship, and I am glad for it, but for every step along the way, I've had the thought we should just talk about what was going on before we passed the point of no return, but I just didn't. Now we're here, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm scared. Is this a typical symptom of awful high school relationships where everything is formed through proximity without any substance? Am I a terrible person and simply leading her on? Is part of growing up accepting the necessity of the company of not so like-minded people so you can grow to become a better and more rounded person rather than existing in an echo chamber? What do? Yours truly, a filthy child. P.S. Really, really appreciate and adore all the art you two make. Please don't ever stop while you have things to say. You both capture feelings and ideas in such a unique and pure way that never fails to make the days of my own and many others infinitely better. PPS, just kidding about the mic stuff. It was actually very interesting and cool. Please carry on with it.
Oh, cool.
Jacks off. Oh god, oh no.
You say jacks off and not jacks out?
It says jacks off.
It says jacks off?
Yeah.
We got a pervert on our hands.
We're calling the police right now. So this was the most chaotic email we've ever received.
Many different directions.
Yeah.
I liked when he's just like, they're hot babes in my area. Just kidding. Anyway, I don't like my girlfriend.
This email was like formatted so that it had like a completely false end.
Yeah.
And then there's like a long gap and they're like, but actually I have a problem.
Yeah. In actuality, I'm not too intrigued with my partner.
I like her. I'm not in love with her.
Yeah.
What is that?
Uh-huh.
It's a question for the ages.
I also like the part where they like gave way more astute advice to themselves at the end. Let me pull that up. Where did they
gave so much clear-sighted insight than we could ever give them.
Very just self-aware type of stuff you wouldn't expect from a high school. You especially wouldn't expect from an Australian. Where is it? That's a long fucking email.
Do you want me to read it for you?
No. Is this a typical symptom of awful high school relationships where everything is formed through proximity without any substance? Yes.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yeah. You nailed it right there.
Uh-huh.
Am I a terrible person and just simply leading her on? No, I don't think so.
No, it happens.
Is part of growing up accepting the necessity of the company of not so like-minded people so you can grow to become a better and more well-rounded person rather than existing in an echo chamber? Kind of.
That's less of a yes or no question.
That's more of a kind of.
Yeah.
That's
kind of, yes.
A lot of people experiences are like that, yeah.
Getting to know them and getting to be friends with people and see them as a whole person and blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to like a life partner, probably less so. You can have those people as friends. Do you want to be spending the majority of your time with them, forming a romantic bond with them?
Yeah.
Probably you want someone who's a bit more on your wavelength.
But this is a very typical thing to happen in high school relationships, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it happens when you're older as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at us. We're 65 episodes into a flubbed relationship. And this is like... Imagine how stuck I feel. We have like a not very good relationship, but a world-renowned podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the people, they're clamoring for it and they'd just be fucking heartbroken if it stopped. So.
They keep offering us James Beard Awards, which is weird. This podcast doesn't have anything to do with food, but we smelt a candle last episode and they're just giving it to us.
They're just giving them out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I heard they gave one to a drag queen recently.
They did.
Giving them to anyone.
That's cool, actually. Okay, so you must have been in a situation like this. I think everyone has.
Ended up in a kind of young relationship where you don't actually have too much attraction to the person.
Yeah, but let's just make that even more relatable to most people. Like, you're in close proximity to these people that you went to school with or you go to work with or whatever. So you feel almost inclined to form some type of relationship with them, even a friendship.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you weren't stuck at work with them, stuck in class with them, stuck in close proximity with them, would you even be their friend?
Oh, no.
And in a lot of situations, the answer is no.
No. No evidence by the fact that I'm friends with 0 people from my high school. And I don't even mean like, oh, we're not really friends. We just catch up once a year. I mean, I haven't fucking talked to them since high school ended.
Billy's different. She's not like the people she went to high school with.
No, they were fine, but there was nothing there beyond being near each other, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I have other friends from around that age time, but yeah, not anyone I went to school with.
I have a very like complicated relationship with that because I seriously loved the people that I went to high school with, and we were such close friends. And now I don't think we have anything in common. Obviously, there are like, you know, certain friends that I take with me through my journey into adulthood.
Yeah.
But mostly anybody that, you know, when we rekindle, when we catch up, when we do anything like that, we ain't got shit to say to one another.
No.
Like, it's just awkward stranger talk, you know, every time. Now, granted, if we got to know each other again, and then we took down those walls, then it would be more like fluid communication, then it would be a lot better. But I'm tired.
There's only so many hours in the day.
I got animals to cross.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do too.
So there's something we have in common, but I won't be bringing it up.
No.
But yeah, no, I have definitely been in the kind of relationship with someone where you're like, I like them. I like them. I honest to goodness like them as a person. Think they're funny. Think they're great. God, I shouldn't be dating this
Definitely should not be kissing this person.
We should maybe be hooking up. We shouldn't be dating.
I've been in a situation where we shouldn't even been hooking up. And we're definitely dating at that point, you know? I've been in 1 or 2 of those like actual relationships that they only lasted like a week.
Right.
But it's like, I feel nothing toward this person. I am so okay with them being a background character in my life.
And here I am bringing them to the foreground.
Holy shit, I am in a relationship with them.
Here I am giving them a speaking part in the biopic.
What am I thinking? What? And it was because I was such a dickling when I was younger that I just was like, I can't even, I wonder if I could be in a relationship with this person. Wouldn't that be wild? Like me and this person. Can you imagine? That's so random. Like
I hate this ad.
I know.
It's so
and
bad.
I would just go, what if we fell in love? I'm in love actually.
Oh my God.
And I'm in love with this person.
Yeah.
I almost said their name. And this is gonna, and it's so crazy because when I was 14, that was my ex's best friend.
Oh my God.
I can't be in love with this person. It's so taboo. I'm such a little bitch.
Oh my God.
And then I just walk around town like, can I do this? And then I do it. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck am I thinking?
Oh my God, I could, but I shouldn't have.
What the fuck is this shit?
There's no reason to.
It's got no substance at all. You know what? But like, tremendously what lacked substance was me every time.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was the type of person to even have an interest in something like that. So God,
bad.
what a piece of shit.
Yeah,
little
really.
16-year-old
Let's just
I was.
call out Past Mitch for being
Past Mitch was awful.
a little fuck
Past Mitch
boy.
was not so bad that I could get canceled for it, but it's really bad to where I just like would not want to fucking be my own friend.
No.
You know, I was just I don't like it,
Nah,
you know?
Thank God he wrote a couple of okay songs.
That's
They're now available on vinyl.
yeah, which hey, we actually hit our 10-year recently. No, the best part about getting older is getting better.
Of course.
Yeah.
That should be the idea. You shouldn't
course.
get worse.
No, I feel so bad for the people that like peaked in high school because it's just like, man, high school I was like just dragging along the bottom. I was a little fish just feeding on the little bits at the bottom there.
Mm-hmm. But as far as advice goes, what advice do you give someone who's in this situation?
Oh, right. Yeah, no, you got to break up with them.
Yeah.
You have to break up with this person.
Yeah. The thing it's that awkward kind of breakup though where it's like nothing's happened. There's nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
there you
just say it's not
Just
you, it's we.
It's weed.
It's us.
I've got a problem with it.
I'm addicted to weed.
Oh God,
because I'm an Australian. Low life piece of shit.
Oh.
And I do a drug.
I don't know what else to do apart from toss a shrimp on the barbie.
And a shoey. You ever heard of a shoey?
No.
They drink out of a shoe.
Oh, that I wasn't expecting it to be quite so direct.
It's a filthy land with putrid men.
Oh.
who drink out of shoes and lead women on.
So admitting that this person is leading her on.
The 18-year-old fuck.
Doing a lot of projecting.
You shouldn't have. I almost said her name again.
You shouldn't have done that to
too
her.
blank. Yeah, I shouldn't. It's so hard. She's married now, you know?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I follow her on Facebook.
No.
Married with a kid.
I don't know who you're talking about still.
Of course you wouldn't. I would have never brought her up. It was a 1-week relationship. But damn it if she isn't all I think about.
Oh my god. I'm going to look at his Facebook search history later.
And it's just going to say blank.
You
want to say
it.
her name so bad. We don't have that much time. We have to get to the last question.
Okay, should we do it? I guess our advice is stop.
Oh, right. Advice has to just be let her go softly.
Yeah. Just be like, hey, relationships can go forward. They can also sometimes go backward. We should take this one backward.
And hey,
to the
speaking
friend
of
stage.
which, yeah, we should. It's never easy to break up with somebody. I had a really hard time doing it, even to the relationships I kind of fell into, and only lasted a week. It's fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
But what you got to do is you just gotta
sleep with her best friend.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes it easier though.
No, it doesn't.
Get her to dump you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then you really live up to the Australian name.
Being a scumbag.
Being a scum little boy.
Okay.
Break up. That's our advice.
Sorry.
That's it.
Okay. Who's reading our last question? We didn't decide.
I read the first one really badly to the point that I might re-record it.
Oh.
So I want to redeem myself with this one.
Okay.
This one also gets re-recorded.
All right, let's
This
try
one
it.
is called The Paint Pot That Is My Head Is Empty. And it goes, Hi, Billy and Mitch. Been a fan of the podcast since the start, but I never thought to write in recently because I have since received my very own pickle. I'm going to stop right there. Does that make sense?
No. Not quite. I know what they're trying to say.
I get what they're trying
but
to say.
there's a word missing somewhere.
Something like that.
But they have a pickle. Long time listener, first time writer.
That is my head. Can't figure out what that word is. Okay, it says, This is more towards Billy, by the way, because her expertise could be very helpful. I am by no means a professional photographer. I only take pictures as a creative outlet because I find it easy for me to find inspiration to do so. However, especially with the world on pause, it's been hard to find good ideas of what to capture, even in my own home / on my allotted daily walk. Are there any easy tips on ways to keep yourself motivated and inspired? Should I just chill the fuck out and wait for the world to start again and see where that takes me? Or should I push myself to see what I can do whoa, Jesus, I really tripped at the end. Or should I push myself to see what I can do unmotivated? Thanks, yours truly, this person's name.
And location.
And Southern California location.
Yes. Okay, so actually, I think I'm the less helpful person to answer this question.
Who you should have asked was good old Uncle Mitch.
Good old
agoraphobic Uncle Mitch.
Mr. Isolation. Yeah.
Because this whole self-isolating thing is nothing new to me.
No. And also, like, a lot of my photography, like, a lot of my photographic practice is at home because it's developing film and scanning film and editing film's going to take fucking forever.
Right.
But most of my photographs, I go somewhere to take photographs.
Yeah, you'll, like, travel somewhere to do it.
Yeah. I go to some scenery. I go to another city to see some people take photographs of. I go to an abandoned place, you know?
Yeah. You'll be already traveling to some place.
Yeah,
and
I
then
just have
even
my
pick a
cameras
day
on.
to go out.
To go out further somewhere else. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
So, yeah, the majority of my stuff is, day trips, places and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas Mitch.
I don't go anywhere.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And famously didn't go fucking anywhere aggressively for many years and still had quite a beautiful Instagram feed.
It's true.
That whole time.
She's a beauty.
How did Mitchell do it?
How did the boy pull it off?
You got to just take the same pic at different angles and...
the same filter. Don't forget the same filter.
You got to pick one Visco filter and make that your own thing and have a consistent feed and use, what is it called? Umnum?
Yes.
Unum.
Not a sponsor.
Obviously, now we
Just
don't know how to
actually
say
an
it.
app that we use. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my actual advice is that, of course, you can still continue to be creative even if you're stuck at home. I've built a career at home. And these are, the inspiration to the songs that I write or to actually want to take a picture or to write a poem and stuff like that. That didn't come from being out. It came from being home. And in fact, that inspiration can come from wanting to go out when you can't. Or from being at home and finding some sort of comfort in it, or the relationships that you form while at home, or the peace that you feel while at home, or the things that you deal with while at home. I've written hundreds of songs. I've taken hundreds and hundreds of pictures.
Yes.
And the vast majority of those were taken not while out.
Yes.
Really.
No.
And in the last place that I lived, Fallbrook, California, where they had the major market. I was on that one property for 8 years and didn't leave. I didn't leave.
No.
I didn't leave the property.
Did not leave the property.
It was a large property.
Yeah.
And there was adjacent properties and fields and stuff like that kind of filled in the gaps. But my God, if you look at my album cover to If We Could Just Pretend, there are those 3 photos on there, and those are just my neighbor's stuff. That's it's like my neighbor's tree and his trailer and things like that. And then a lot of the stuff that I've taken have just been in the same field.
Yeah.
And different times of year look different.
Yeah.
And you just get you just have an eye for certain stuff and say, this is a beautiful lamp. I'm going to take it at this angle.
Yeah, because for what 5 years of your Instagram feed or something? Not the last 3, obviously you've been here, but 5 years worth of Instagram feed and of album covers and of whatever photographs you were taken are all taken within a narrow parameter.
Yeah, within how big?
I don't know.
I would
not very.
Not very big. Within a quarter of a mile radius. Yeah. Right there. That's every shot.
Yeah.
From inside that house, from outside the house, from and no real quick tips on how to do it other than the whole you look at stuff through different angles, different times of day really change the look of things.
Yes.
Different times of year also do as well. But I think what's most important is your state of mind.
Yes.
Do you want to create art and do you have something to say? Because you can do that even with a very debilitating, very disabling chronic thing that I had that wouldn't allow me to leave.
Yes.
You can still create art. You can still create beautiful things. You can capture beautiful things, whether they be words or melodies, recordings or photographs, while being stuck at home.
Yeah. I've noticed particularly in regards to the things that you photograph, though, you concentrate a lot on the macro of things.
Yes.
Small things, little details. You
Yes.
to find details, to find textures, to find, something and the mood of it, which is, usually dictated by the time of day or something. Dusk is, dusk feels totally different to golden hour,
Of course, yes.
And a very, bland picture in the middle of the day can feel very serene if you take it at dusk, or it can feel very eerie if you take it at dawn and there's fog out, So yeah, I think it's just a thing of going outside and being receptive to, to what feels special about right now.
I think that's a really good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go, you see stuff with a specific perspective, and you see what it says to you, and I instantly know, I can capture this. Oh, this will look good. And I was so excited to move here because I felt like I had wrung the old property dry. Every shot I could have taken was there. Every picture of myself was there. Every shot that I took for so long since I joined Instagram was there.
Yes.
So when I moved a couple years back, I was like, the whole world is opening. I could take a shot of a different house, these different streets, I could go out and it blew my mind. But I think I still do a really good job at capturing not very far, but a lot.
Yes.
And getting a lot out of being there.
Yes. Yeah.
So again, I wish I had like some particular advice, but I really do think it's the state of mind that you're in.
Yeah.
And just know that you are capable.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have trouble with it, there's nothing wrong with waiting until this thing lets up a little bit.
Yeah.
If that's what type of artist you are, and you get more inspired by travel, then that could be your thing.
Yeah, because I have not. I was like, I might feel like a bit of a hypocrite answering this because I have not been a whirlwind of creativity.
Well, you're also in a situation where you're like not allowed to make money now.
I also can't be. Yeah,
and I'm working you to the bone, being like, I need help with this, the Wishing album. I need help with that. We need to photograph this. You've been working every single day to do flats. Yes.
Yeah. Wait, not for money or shelter or
No,
anything legally. No, I mean, I've been busy.
You've been
doing
helping
things.
me.
I've been busy helping her out.
And you've been super useful in that.
Yeah.
But you've helped with everything from like the wishing mixes to the photograph was really complicated. It had a color profile I didn't understand.
Yes.
You solved that. You took the pictures of the new vinyl. And then we're going to fill a bunch of orders and and then like 12 other things. So
yeah, no, I've been busy, definitely, but not very photographically. I've been doing some little things here and there,
right.
But no big huge projects. A lot of people are doing really cool stuff. They're doing like still lives every day, or they're doing self-portraits, or they're documenting the quarantine, or blah blah blah. But I have not really been doing that. A lot of people are finding inspiration in those things though, because it is an interesting time to be around, and I think a lot of a good thing to think a lot of the time, well, when I come at it from, because I kind of do some like documentary photography, is you're like, all right, this thing seems normal now, but in 20 years, it'll be interesting then.
Right, yeah.
Because this is a moment.
And they're capturing it.
I think you got to think like that a lot of the time and think how things are going to age and stuff. So I do think it is a cool time to document things. If you're into that more, then that would be good. But I was like, I personally have not been doing that much photographically. Been very busy, but just not in that area as of recent. So I was like, I think Mitch would be better to answer this actually. And he is.
There I went.
There he went and fucking did it.
There I went.
He went and slam dunked the boy.
We're out of time.
That's good.
But I wish this person luck. We have to end with a serious question. Just always to bring down the fucking mood. They're talking about art again.
I love talking about art though.
I know, me too.
Yeah. I genuinely love it.
But this has been All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. If you would like to email us a particular pickle that you have that's been stewing in the brine of your brain and you'd like to get it out there for us to chomp upon, then please send us an email. Our email is
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. And if you would like to listen to any one of these episodes, you can do so on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/allthespaceinbetween, or you can go to our very convenient website, which is
allthespaceinbetween.com.
Thank you for listening to us. Podcast.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.